While I was watching Mahabharat, a lot of times being the feminist I always thought in whatever scenes, what is Gandhari thinking? What must Draupadi be thinking? Or what must Kunti be thinking? This book has been told by Draupadi, so it gives us a female's perspective of Mahabharata. The second thing which I liked about this book, portrayal of Draupadi as a very strong and independent woman who wants to live life on her own terms. She speaks her mind and stands by it. Even after 3000 years, the battles and the dilemma which she faced in those days is relevant even today. I listed down few of the points which I feel are similar to the battles faced by Draupadi as female and the battles that which we are facing today. The first point is discrimination towards a female child. Even though Draupadi was born out of the same fire of which her brother was born, her father discriminated against her because the yagya which was done was only for a son. The father did not want a daughter, but she came along and he had to abide by it. That shows even a princess could not come out of the fate which was given to her of discrimination against a female child. Even today, we are facing the same discrimination, wherein we have to run Save a Girl Child campaigns, and the girls are brought up as Paraya Dhan, which have to go to other household. The next point, fixation of society with fair complexion. Draupadi was a princess and she had her own charm, but even then she was discriminated and she felt like an ugly duckling because she was dark complexion. She felt that somewhere she cannot live up to the standards of being a princess. When we draw a parallel to today's society, we see that a father becomes worried the moment his daughter is dark. He starts thinking about finding a suitable match for her. The next point which the book brings out is whether these arranged marriages today are really marriages or an alliance. Draupadi was very happy. Her father has arranged for a swayamvar for her. When she gets into deeper details, she gets to know that it is not actually a swayamvar, but it is an alliance. It is a skill test wherein only Arjun can pass that test because her father wanted Arjun on his side of an impending war. Isn't it happening today and always in the name of caste, family honor, politics, business and what not? Marriage has always been an alliance, and more often than not, the girl has no choice in these matters. The next point which we talk about is objectification of women. It was cruel, but it was glorified. Draupadi was forced to marry 5 men without even anyone bothering to understand what she wanted in her life. The person she married, Arjuna, and she hoped of loving him, did not even stand up for her in her time of crisis. She was devastated to hear that her father and brother all were only worried about what will happen to them if somebody comes to know that the daughter is married to 5 men. Even today, women are expected to do and behave as they are told by their fathers and their brothers. They stay in abusive relationships, sometimes even die, but they do not want to come back to their house to save the family honor. The next point which the book makes is the obsession with virginity of females. Now that Draupadi was married to 5 men, as per the directives given by Vyasa and her mother-in-law, Vyasa gave her a boon that in the arrangement of marriage, wherein she was to go to every brother for a year, he gave her a boon that every time she went to her new husband, her virginity would be restored. But was that really something given as a boon to Draupadi, or was it a boon to her husbands? Even today, it is expected by men that the wives they are marrying should be virgin. They can be in as many relationships as they want before their marriage, but for their wives, it's a huge taboo. The next point which the books make is about the male ownership. Even though Yudhishthir lost himself in the wager with the Kauravas, but still he went ahead and pawned Draupadi. Only Draupadi had dared to ask how a man who had lost everything, even himself, can still be the master of a woman and pawn her. Sadly, society still perceives today wife as a property of husband. So many of times I come across women, and that is more dangerous, women who himself think that their husbands are their owners. Why I have put this picture over here is because, a lot of times as an image consultant, when I tell people that they have to, a short hair would look better on them, they say that they will go back, they will ask their husbands, take permission and then come back because they would not like it. And last but not the least, the perception that a woman deserves it. Draupadi's self-esteem was compared to her arrogance. She dared to be different, dared to speak her mind, and therefore it is thought that the war which was brought onto the country, or embarrassment or sexual harassment which she faced, she brought onto her because she spoke too much or because she laughed at Duryodhan. Even today, aren't we facing the same in this society? Women are being harassed for speaking their mind, for being who they are, or for dressing the way they want to dress. So I would like to leave this thought, a call to action. Let us change if we can.